أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين الذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون. كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات وهو بكل شيء عليم. وإذ قال ربك للملائكة إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة قالوا أتجعل فيها من يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك قال إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون. وعلم آدم بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها معه قالوا لا طاقة لنا اليوم بجالوت وجنوده. قال الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو الله كم من فئة قليلة غلبت فئة كثيرة بإذن الله والله مع الصابرين. ولما برزوا لجالوت وجنوده قالوا ربنا أفرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. فهزموهم بإذن الله وقتل داود جالوت وآتاه الله الملك والحكمة وعلمه مما يشاء. ولولا دفع الله الناس بعضهم ببعض لفسدت الأرض ولكن الله ذو فضل على العالمين. تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق وإنك لمن المرسلين. تلك الرسل فضلنا بعضهم على بعض منهم من كلم الله ورفع بعضهم درجات وآتينا عيسى ابن مريم البينات وأيدناه بروح القدس ولو شاء الله ما اقتتل الذين من بعدهم من بعد ما جاءتهم البينات ولكن اختلفوا فمنهم من آمن ومنهم من كفر ولو شاء الله ما اقتتلوا ولكن الله يفعل ما يريد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي يوم لا بيع فيه ولا خلة ولا شفاعة والكافرون هم الظالمون. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. ألم تر إلى الذي حاج إبراهيم في ربه أن آتاه الله الملك إذ قال إبراهيم ربي الذي يحيي ويميت قال أنا أحيي وأميت قال إبراهيم فإن الله يأتي بالشمس من المشرق فأت بها من المغرب فبهت الذي كفر والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. أو كالذي مر على قرية وهي خاوية على عروشها قال أنى يحيي هذه الله بعد موتها فأماته الله 100 عام ثم بعثه قال كم لبثت قال لبثت يوما أو بعض يوم قال بل لبثت 100 عام فانظر إلى طعامك وشرابك لم يتسنه وانظر إلى حمارك ولنجعلك آية للناس وانظر إلى العظام كيف ننشزها ثم نكسوها لحما فلما تبين له قال أعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب أرني كيف تحيي الموتى قال أولم تؤمن قال بلى ولكن ليطمئن قلبي قال فخذ 4 من الطير فصرهن إليك ثم اجعل على كل جبل منهن جزءا ثم ادعهن يأتينك سعيا واعلم أن الله عزيز حكيم. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت 7 سنابل في كل سنبلة 100 حبة والله يضاعف لمن يشاء والله واسع عليم. الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله ثم لا يتبعون ما أنفقوا منا ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. قول معروف ومغفرة خير من صدقة يتبعها أذى والله غني حليم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى كالذي ينفق ماله رئاء الناس ولا يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فمثله كمثل صفوان عليه تراب فأصابه وابل فتركه صلدا لا يقدرون على شيء مما كسبوا والله لا يهدي القوم الكافرين. ومثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم ابتغاء مرضات الله وتثبيتا من أنفسهم كمثل جنة بربوة أصابها وابل فآتت أكلها ضعفين فإن لم يصبها وابل فطل والله بما تعملون بصير. أيود أحدكم أن تكون له جنة من نخيل وأعناب تجري من تحتها الأنهار له فيها من كل الثمرات وأصابه الكبر وله ذرية ضعفاء فأصابها إعصار فيه نار فاحترقت كذلك يبين الله لكم الآيات لعلكم تتفكرون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا من طيبات ما كسبتم ومما أخرجنا لكم من الأرض ولا تيمموا الخبيث منه تنفقون ولستم بآخذيه إلا أن تغمضوا فيه واعلموا أن الله غني حميد. الشيطان يعدكم الفقر ويأمركم بالفحشاء والله يعدكم مغفرة منه وفضلا والله واسع عليم. يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤت الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب. وما أنفقتم من نفقة أو نذرتم من نذر فإن الله يعلمه وما للظالمين من أنصار. إن تبدوا الصدقات فنعما هي وإن تخفوها وتؤتوها الفقراء فهو خير لكم ويكفر عنكم من سيئاتكم والله بما تعملون خبير. ليس عليك هداهم ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء وما تنفقوا من خير فلأنفسكم وما تنفقون إلا ابتغاء وجه الله وما تنفقوا من خير يوفى إليكم وأنتم لا تظلمون. للفقراء الذين أحصروا في سبيل الله لا يستطيعون ضربا في الأرض يحسبهم الجاهل أغنياء من التعفف تعرفهم بسيماهم لا يسألون الناس إلحافا وما تنفقوا من خير فإن الله به عليم. الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. يمحق الله الربا ويربي الصدقات والله لا يحب كل كفار أثيم. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وأقاموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وذروا ما بقي من الربا إن كنتم مؤمنين فإن لم تفعلوا فأذنوا بحرب من الله ورسوله وإن تبتم فلكم رؤوس أموالكم لا تظلمون ولا تظلمون. وإن كان ذو عسرة فنظرة إلى ميسرة وأن تصدقوا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. واتقوا يوما ترجعون فيه إلى الله ثم توفى كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا تداينتم بدين إلى أجل مسمى فاكتبوه وليكتب بينكم كاتب بالعدل ولا يأب كاتب أن يكتب كما علمه الله فليكتب وليملل الذي عليه الحق وليتق الله ربه ولا يبخس منه شيئا فإن كان الذي عليه الحق سفيها أو ضعيفا أو لا يستطيع أن يمل هو فليملل وليه بالعدل واستشهدوا شهيدين من رجالكم فإن لم يكونا رجلين فرجل وامرأتان ممن ترضون من الشهداء أن تضل إحداهما فتذكر إحداهما الأخرى ولا يأبى الشهداء إذا ما دعوا ولا تسأموا أن تكتبوه صغيرا أو كبيرا إلى أجله ذلكم أقسط عند الله وأقوم للشهادة وأدنى ألا ترتابوا إلا أن تكون تجارة حاضرة تديرونها بينكم فليس عليكم جناح ألا تكتبوها وأشهدوا إذا تبايعتم ولا يضار كاتب ولا شهيد وإن تفعلوا فإنه فسوق بكم واتقوا الله ويعلمكم الله والله بكل شيء عليم وإن كنتم على سفر ولم تجدوا كاتبا فليؤدي الذي اؤتمن أمانته وليتق الله ربه ولا تكتموا الشهادة ومن يكتمها فإنه آثم قلبه والله بما تعملون عليم لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين.
Test. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. بسم الله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay, so this is a very test stream, if I say so. We do have dual streaming today using Rumble Studio. you can see this, the top left of the stream, ideally. So we're still working through some stuff, so bear with us. The overlay has disappeared, so let me swap back. No, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So what it is that we need to do is now I need to set up a little bit the Microsoft Flight Simulator audio so that you guys can hear it. So what I'll do is the following. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio. Audio capture. Okay, so first of all, I'll set up the FS Realistic. Or should I, right, I'm a novice with this OBS stuff, so, let's see here. Audio application, audio capture, so that would be FS Realistic. It was kind of last minute that I decided to do this. All right, cool. Might be a little bit loud for you guys, so turn it down. Okay, you shouldn't be able to hear it now, but you should be able to hear it now. Okay, cool. So I've set it up. Let me quickly test for it. Yeah, couldn't tell if you guys could hear it. That's fine. With FS Realistic is not the big issue here, but I do want us, I do want you guys to be able to hear the audio of the game. So Msfs, adding it. All right. Msfs audio. Properties. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, as far as the overlay is concerned, I'm not sure as to why I can't get this to work essentially, right? Um, that's okay. We can go without an overlay. I think. I think that's acceptable. Right. Okay. And also another one, audio capture. That's the pilot. Right. The pilot. Okay, and advanced settings, monitor and capture. Right, monitor and output. All right, cool. Okay, this is a one-man team. So for now, we'll keep it as it is. If you can't hear anything, I'll tell during the stream. But this is a nice sector we're doing today. Small one, but nice. I've got the scenery for both airports, Istanbul Airport as well as Lima Tango Foxtrot Echo. First of all, let's just um, remind ourselves we are in Ramadan and it's a great month and that it's slowly coming to an end. So make sure you increase your acts of worship and you create habits for the year to come. All right, I will connect. I will connect on VATSIM right now. I'm not sure if we're going to be expecting any controllers. The frames are a little bit mid. is probably the airport's issue. And I am expecting again a laggy landing today. Right, I do have SimAware open, and the laggy landing is because of the scenery I have for both airports. Yesterday I had issues. Anyways, with that said, okay, I'm looking at SimAware, refreshing and making sure that the airplane's there. We're not there yet. Let's see outside. So, and I do see, is it this guy that's connected, or I do see a Turkish Airways guy next to me. I'm not sure if this is an STL or we should have a guy. Hold on. Okay, no, I can see myself. It is that Turkish Airlines guy. Yeah, so these are actual vaccine users. Alright, cool. Alright, awesome. Alright, let's jump in and start the checks. We will be flying a small sector today, but it is a nice little test sector, which will help us out. Okay, I will mute. So essentially, we'll turn on battery, ground power on bus, and electric hydraulic pumps. Check to see gear levers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Happy to start the tests. Master caution overheat detection. Right. Bell, wheel light, engine lights, overheat detection, fire warning. Checked. Cargo. Forward aft. And fire warning. Awesome. Now we have to go ahead and do the oxygen mask test. Awesome. And move over to our flight folders. These are not ready yet, so set the 2 to 9. And let's go over on our tablet. So we want to request. Now, I do want to make I do want to test it a little bit, so bear with me. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear it. Okay, I've set it up somewhat correctly, which is fine. Okay, click departure. This is our meter for the day. Okay, so today's flight. This is our flight plan. We will not be using Navigraph application like last stream because this EFB is fantastic for that. So we're good with that. Now, we'll be carrying 6.9 block of fuel. Flight level is 32031. We'll pressurize for 320, and then we'll have flight steps. Now, I don't usually do flight steps, but we will do one now. So let's go. FMC ident page. The latest rack active. We have Tango Foxtrot Mike and GPS left. Take it, put it in there, route, and then in one Tango Foxtrot Echo our destination. In fact, we can request all that. Set fuel might as well. Set payload might as well. And select route. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now, as you can see, it automatically loads 6.8. However, we want to go to our ground services, get our jetway connected for realism purposes. Route uplink ready, so I'll just quickly load that. And we want to have a target of 6.9, and because we're on VATSIM, we'll take 7.0, just so that we can round up. Lovely. We'll request a fuel truck. And we'll go over. Okay, there is our gate. I did not use GSX, however. Yeah. It's not very well made with GSX, that is. Or maybe I'm just doing things wrong. Okay, cool. So, legs, let's check for any discontinuities. No, but it hasn't imported the departures yet, which is fine. Our departures will be able to see them here. Right, so 1-8 left, single, 1 echo. It is 1-8 left. I thought it was 1-7 left. Departure lines. No, this is alternate. I was going to say what? 1-7 right. There we go. Right before golf. That's the one. So we'll go departure. Okay, 1-7 right. And it was right for golf. That's it. Execute. Go over to legs. Okay, no discontinuities. Arrival. We'll put the arrival in, but that can change if an ATC logs in. So 2-way to right, Kavak 1 Juliet. So we're going to go for ILS Whiskey, right one. Kavak 1 Juliet, execute. Okay, cool. COB. So cruise altitude will be 320. Oh wow. 32. What's happened? Right level. Okay. Okay, there's some issues. There's apparently a message. We can start fueling. There is apparently a message, which you see here. I'm not sure if it wants us to do anything. Which is pretty weird. Alright, let's use the other FMC then, I guess. Right, so menu FMC, climb, right level 320. This has stuck. There's a message that's stuck that I need to clear. So I'm trying to press clear as many times as I can. Maybe I need to press clear here as well. Not sure what to do. That's fine though. It's okay. We'll just use this. Okay, cruise and destination. We want to go to forecast. And we want to get the destination winds. Or is that descent? Maybe that means descent. Climb, cruise, descent. Maybe that means descent. There we go. Did that reset now? No. No, it hasn't yet. That's okay. Load. So we won't be able to use this. We can execute. No. That's okay. Performance. Okay. Let's see, can I type now? It keeps doing that, so no. That is a no for now. That's okay. It is what it is. We'll use the right FMC. What a bizarre failure, honestly. That's okay though. Alhamdulillah. Okay, release fuel truck. We don't need it anymore. Just gonna make sure. Okay, packs. Okay, we do have a lot of passengers. But I don't know if we're gonna be taking. Okay, 174. 174. So 174 is the target. And we probably need to open up the door. Allow us to start the building. It's only 4 people, so we'll wait it out here. See if I can reset this. Where's the SPD? If I press menu. open. Yeah, this is just for viewing. This will be our programming FMC, unfortunately. For now, that's okay. Then. Right, so boarding is finished, and we don't need any ground services as of now. Let's quickly get the seatbelt signs on. Okay, no probs. Alright, cool. Performance time. Arrival we have set. Cruising, descent. That is correct. And our forecast. We do want to set the QNH of our, I assume, destination. Right. So I'll quickly go on the tablet and get to the arrival, and the QNH is 1021. So 1021, that's set over there. Okay, legs, route, performance, and we'll just request per minute and verify it with our OFP. And for those of you who don't know, OFP just means operational partner. That's it. Arrangement 24408, 018 and 26. Right. 24418, 26 reserves. Let's confirm them quickly. Not sure how it calculates the reserves. Maybe adds the one. Maybe adds the alternate plus fingers. I want to add the alternate plus fingers. That's fine. Okay, cool. The planned fuel is less. We'll leave it as it is for now. That's okay. Okay, cool. Execute. Cruise altitude is not 380. Where does it say 380 here? Okay, we'll have to fix this. It is not 380. Our cruise altitude is actually programmed to be 31,000 feet, but we will have a climb to 32. So I will set it as, let's see, can we type that? No, I don't want to type that. Okay, that's fine then. 320. Yeah, execute, that's fine. N1 limit. We could go there. Not sure if there's a way to restart the FMC and whether that will destroy the flight plan. For now, we'll keep it as is. Okay, cool. So what we want to look at now is our perf. So we'll go to our performance tool. Very simple stuff Pmdg has set up, which we like. Import from aircraft. It's more accurate. Import weather. Then calculate. Awesome. So we'll be using TO and N192. Select campus 51. So TO have 51, and our takeoff speeds we have flaps. That's fine. 43, 44, 48. And one TO 3000, 0, UF, that's fine. Okay, 43, 44, 48. But we're getting, yeah, 42, 44, 48, which is acceptable. And these are our speeds. Now setting up our 48. And the QNH is 10. What was it again? 1020. So we're setting it correctly. Our MSRP. Is that how it's called? MSRP? No, it's not. That is a price, isn't it? But our altitude where we can turn on the autopilot is 1,100 above this, so it's 1,420 or 1,430. So we set that, and that's the baro. So make sure you understand what the difference between baro and radio altitude is, right? Before you set this. 1,420. Awesome. Flight directors can come on. and we're ready and set up. So quickly, let's get the overhead panel ready as we're getting ready for a pushback and engine start. Awesome. Pipes auto and 32,000 feet and personalization. Landing altitude. We'll quickly check charts. So arrival, and we will have approach, and we have ILS. We took whiskey, right? ILS whiskey 28 right, if I remember correctly. Let me check quickly. Legs. So yeah, okay, there is a discontinuity, but it's 28 right. That's fine. We'll leave this guy on legs, and I want this guy to go to takeoff. Trying to clear it, but we won't get it. Okay, so our landing altitude is 21. So that's correct. 0. APU is available. APU on bus. Okay, let's set our radios now. So 122.8, which is Unicom, because there is no ATC. So let me just double check again. On SimAware. No ATC at all. So we're good to go. Okay, all right. So parking brake set. Parking brake is now set. Let's set the trim. So 5.67. 5.67. So I should go a little bit more, There, about there. That should do it. Okay, cool. Lovely job. We will climb straight to 32,000. We're not getting any clearance for now, so we'll just leave it as it is, 32,000. We'll turn anti-collision light on, and we will disconnect all ground services. So that includes gates, all that stuff. So let's quickly go over to the menu, FS actions, ground services, release ground power, we don't need it. Click this first, right? We need to go to door and close the door as well as it comes out. Ground services again, will chokes set to removed. And let's make sure that everything is cleared up. Still have the combs. Congestion will be removed in a bit. Alright. Come on. Remove the combs. No chokes removed. I'm pretty sure nothing's allowed to stay when wheel chokes are removed. But that's okay. Fine, let's bring up GSX and let's prepare for pushback. We want Turkish Airlines. I didn't ask us where we want to turn, but that's okay. Hey, we're gonna. Pretty cool. Yeah, okay. We're waiting for it to do departure checks. Let's make sure the anti-collision light.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, good point. We need to set up some charts for our taxi. So, airport. So we want to go to 17 right, which is this runway here. So we want to be facing left, and we'll take that. We'll go there, or is it worth us going like that?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pins inserted.
I'm afraid there's a holding point here, so we should be able to. We just face left and then go straight down. Alright, cool. Okay, so Istanbul traffic. This is Khalifa Papa to Charlie, pushing back gate Bravo 9. Right, so we called that out onto the frequency.
Locking gear.
Surely didn't forget to do anything, right? We will do the ILS. We'll set up the ILS frequencies and course after we take off, so that should be fine. Nose left, thank you.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes release.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Right, so
Start at will.
lead zone. And let's start engine number 2. $25%, 1 and 2, sorry. Hey, look at the guy. Assalamu alaikum. The frames are a little bit low. But yeah, so we're streaming dual. I found out literally this morning that we're streaming dually, if that makes sense, right? That we can stream actually through Rumble Studio. So again, a very good job to Rumble. Engine 2 is available. Starting engine number 1. I had this issue yesterday. It just stopped.
Please set parking brakes.
I'm not sure why. Maybe the fact that let's set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it waiting a little bit. But it might be the scenery that has broken it, because even on the on Lima Tango Foxtrot Echo, where we're going, where we're headed, the pushback was the same. It was a straight line. So maybe the scenery has ruined that. Okay. We're ready for engine 2 to start, which is a little bit sad, but you know. We'll be turning left, trying to move left. Right, confirm good engine
Cockpit
start.
to ground. We have a good engine start. You can
Okay.
disconnect.
Alright, let's get us set up now. APU off. Probe heat on. Packs on. Isolation valve rotor. APU fleet off. Engine mode selectors to continuous. And we should be done from the overhead panel. Let me see.
Unlocking gear.
Oh, wait a minute. Able 240 knots. I think that's okay. Come on.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
It's not gonna work.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Lovely jubbly. Alright, cool. So we will go for, so we're here. We'll try and get Echo 9. I assume that's Charlie. Instable traffic, this is Khalifa Papa to Charlie, taxing to Khalifa Bravo 1, runway 17 right via Echo 9, Charlie 4 Bravo, Charlie, and Charlie 14. Right, so this will be our taxi route. Okay, Boot is showing us the green lights. Auto brakes RTL. Flap set to Lord, I need I do need to set some defense in my throat problem, because I do have the flaps on the axis. That's okay. Okay, so flap set and controls. Check. Okay, we have the tacticals and we're ready to go. Oh, Parking brakes off, and let's quickly move on. A full left deflection, trying not to hit any vehicles. Try to push back, try to drive back. Is that how they drive? Hey! Hey! Where you going? I'm gonna go. I'll grip for a couple. Yeah. Right. I'm not too happy with the frames because we are on the ground now, and I have to say it is probably the fact that the scenery is a little bit bulky. That's the reason probably why I'm getting this low frame rate. So maybe I need to just refrain from using scenery and just go use default scenery pretty much. Yeah. Something to think about until we get an upgrade of any sort. I'm not going to think about my money. Okay, good. So, again, ready for gravel one, and then clicking on right. Going to above 10 on a turn. I learned this a week ago, and I'm supposed to go above 10. Is it miles per hour or is it kilometers an hour on a turn? Either way. Cool. So, Charlie 4, Bravo, onto Charlie. So next, right. The cylinder is pretty good, right? Laptop just can't handle that, I don't think. My gaming setup can handle it for now. Okay. Just about 10 minutes, that's okay. Or is it 10 miles per hour? Could be. So now on our left is runway 17 left, and obviously we have to taxi all the way down and then cross 17 left, so we have to be careful when we do that. Alright, we can set the thrust a little bit so that we can get going. Now we're allowed to do up to 20 knots. One thing I did forget to do is set this to alt off, because what they've done is alt off Pmdg, you want to put it to alt off until push button. At least that's how we do it in the Zebo, so that's fine. Anything we do today is memory items from the Zebo mod, pretty much. Okay, so just keep it as it is. I'm pretty happy that we are getting to stream on both platforms and set it up. Thanks to Rumble Studio and Hot Studio. Appreciate there's no overlay today, but I've rushed quite a lot today, and I'm actually quite happy I got it to work. Thing with Rumble Studio is that it's on the browser, so it needs to record. I've set it up so that it records OBS essentially. Even though, I think that's the way to go. You have to record. You have to set up virtual mics and virtual sounds and all that. Virtual speakers and all that for it to record when OBS records, and that's why I had to make quite a lot of test streams, which I have deleted since then, obviously, because I don't want that. A little bit nice, so I'll just like that. But in all honesty, nothing looks this good in X-Plane, so I'll take it. I've tuned down the resolution, that's why you may see some pixelation on parts and not so much on others. But it's a sacrifice I have to make in order to be able to stream efficiently. Now I'm not sure how much whether I'm, you know, taking processing power off of my PC by streaming on both platforms, because what I believe happens is I'm streaming to Rumble, but Rumble shares this stream on YouTube. So it's actually on Rumble's part that happens. Now I may be wrong, obviously, but you know, it could be. It could with a quick takeoff. I'll check SimiWare quickly, make sure that one is arriving, because we haven't had any messages on Unicom yet, even though I'm monitoring it. Let's quickly double check that I'm on Unicom. Yeah, I'm on Unicom. I'm receiving and transmitting on Unicom, so it's good. Is that a vehicle in the distance? Awesome. I have a vehicle over there. So the hell. Shaking my head. Okay, and people trying to avoid the thing, since we're trying to be a little bit realistic. Okay, we can increase the thrust a little bit. Very nice. Taxiing down. Have to turn terrain on, and also have to check my cross screen. Just take a quick minute. Giving the taxis to go through. Our SID. We don't need to look at it for now. I've realized that charts on takeoff are really only useful if you're using ATC, or if you want to use it off of VATSIM. They're still useful, but you can really utilize them as if you have ATC on. Because now for departure, I mean, it's already programmed into the FMC, so unless we're being super realistic for us to check on the points that we don't have much. Still no terrain data or weather radar for Msfs. Maybe the Msfs 2024 will have it. Who knows? Alright, let's start prepping for takeoff. I'm not in the mood to stop and wait, so let's have to spot it a bit. A more realistic video. Okay. Set it. Sync. Okay, strobe mode. Strobe. And obviously inform. On the other throttle. Verify the speeds. Okay, so in case of an engine failure, I will apply maximum brake pressure and increase the reverses to idle reverse. Okay, so lights are ready, flaps ready, everything is ready. Good. Istanbul traffic, this is Khalifa, Papa Charlie, taking off runway 171. Okay, you want you want to go from the beginning of the runway, use as much as possible. The Pmdg turn circle is a little bit weird. You can have the same turn circle as the zebra mount, but you need to apply left brake or right brake depending on which direction you're turning. Now I have to apply a little bit of left brake so that It's not really needed on this turn actually, but some other turns that are steeper, I can do that. This is a huge runway, by the way. Wow. Very wide as well. Wow, with a ton of bits. Alright, anyways. We are now lined up for a takeoff, rolling takeoff. So, 40% and 1. Follow. 40% set, stabilized. Takeoff first.
Airspeed alive.
Check.
Knots.
Check.
E1. Rotate. Positive rating alive.
Yep. Disable traffic, left Alpha to Charlie Airport runway 7. Okay. Crossing reflect. I get the same as said that we should never go above 20 degrees. Right, we pass our altitude, we can turn on the autopilot. Inner. Let it follow VMAP for now. Because I do want to go out and check the scenery. It's a beautiful one. I appreciate the settings are a little high, but it's still beautiful. Very nice, very good. CPU, very nice, wide, big runways. That's the point. So where can we move? It must be because you don't have it on the default Msfs map if you go and check. Just realized we did forget to reset few buttons. Okay. Alright, let me check somewhere. You know that the fixture echo was busy yesterday. We didn't have a lot of APC, which is why we got extra queue today in case we go on a meeting or something. And you know, you spend money on queue, but you're still going to use it. So it's not that bad. Okay, good. So, wraps up. Here's your position at the break off. I do have a message. I'll put this guy in place. That's okay. Very windy, right? All these gusts. It's crazy. Right after check the checklist, flaps up, auto brake off, and we're climbing, let's check the pressure check, 3.5, and I'm pretty sure we'll have to set those to 0, pressure position of upload, have to take the check to complete. Now we're just going. Very nice city. Actually, very good stuff. These are actually pictures. This is what they were very good. Rivers, cities, regular areas, as well as a big airport over there. It's even more. And the way Msfs does the rendering is nice, which is why I think the performance is better here than the next one. Yeah. To be honest, yesterday when I was landing at the Murtaza pitch, whatever, I did have a huge front flip, which basically ruined the landing. We'll see how it goes now. Alright. Very nice and stable. Okay, passing countdown to 2.2. we're doing an unrestricted count, so what I'll do is I'll go over to where is it? I want to go to N1 essentially. I'll clear out N1 limit. There we go. So we can clear it out. I'm going to go to N1 and clear out N1. That's what you do in the zebra mode as well. And someone's in the total again. Yeah, I haven't turned off the SMC function, so maybe I should. Okay. The passengers go about their way. Very nice, very nice. And you may have noticed, I didn't speak much last time as well. I mean, that's because obviously we were running out of time. It is 10:29. Usually the time obviously. But I'm using a new coloring of the fuselage. And that's a color of managed to pick. We're using several different references. It is supposed to look a little bit more cold, golden. However, this is it. You'll see a bigger difference of the I didn't get the time to use the long lenses, which I will do for the night, but I was asked to use the long fuselage and use the original different, the type that I last year. And I'm doing that, keeping it original. So very simple, professional, nothing crazy. However, I do want to make it a little bit more interesting and add some factors here. Okay, we'll go our transitional should set to standard. Okay. Right. It is a short flight, so for the final cover percent. Let's quickly check on cover percent. We can see this from web page or cruise. Already have a 159 to cover percent, so I'm pretty sure this is wrong, right? Oh, the clock's changed, haven't they? So Zulu is like now an hour back. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that does make sense. Let's move back on. That's okay. I haven't set my thing correctly. That's fine. So the 9th one. Okay, no problem. So 155, 90 miles per percent. It is a little bit early to start prepping, but we do have a lot of prep to do, so we'll start. So arrival, we'll use star, and I do believe it's, let's check. I'll just guess if we can just check. Juliet. Juliet, here it is, let's connect. Okay. Okay. It's just a lot of malfunctions today. What's happening? We're being attacked by a so-called matrix. How about Julie? Maybe I got angry because I said it's not like this way unless you have a PC. Oh well, I can take it back. Or maybe I'm just. Oh, there it is. That's fine. Okay, no bad. Just thinking. Okay, cool. That's fine. So, where were we? Yeah. So this is the ILS or X-ray we're doing, or are we doing another? We're doing a whiskey. I'm not sure what the difference is, so I need to figure out differences between the two. Either way, we can set our our ILS frequency is 108.7. So number 1 up, 108.7, set that, 1 up, 108.7, set that as well. The course will be 282, so 282. Yep. And we want to set our decision point as well. So we can get this from Jonas. The barrel is 305, radar is 204. 305. Set down and you can see it at the bottom there. Awesome. Nice. Things are good. Now I will do a test and see how well you guys can hear the simulator and if it's too loud. Alright, and we're back. The sound is not as good, actually. And that's from the YouTube stream. I'm not sure if Rumble has a different story time. So I'll test that now as well. I think the Rumble is a little bit better, which makes sense, and I'm fine with that. But the sound does look a little bit muted, a little bit compressed, that's it. That's a big bang angle. So that one. The big bang angle. We can turn up the 220 weather as well. Very clear day. I understand we didn't go through with our Saudi Arabia tour. I wanted to change things up a bit. See a little bit more sea and a little bit more greenland on the ground. We go back down now. So this is Turkey and then there's Greece. Very nice. Very, very nice. But I wanted to change the scenery, you know, I wanted to see a little bit more, doing a little bit more of the sea, all that good stuff. A couple of times there, 120 for our descent. And this is where we usually start our prep for descent and all that stuff, which is fine. So we also can do our performance. So en route, I think what we want to choose. Go get that details all that stuff. We have turbulence, but I do want to check out if the landing rate. 65.2 is the estimate. Okay. Well, 65.200 is the estimate. Import weather. Oh wait, no. 65.2 is the estimate. 0, enter. Import weather. That's fine. So we will go with auto brake to 2. Or should I go 3? Right, let's go 3. 285 is the runway, elevation 23 feet. Reverse config, all operational. 055, that's okay, and calculate. 153 is our VUF, and we will use 6,011 feet. Okay, we're there talking prompt you. I'll turn the sim sound a little bit down because it is pretty loud. Alright. Lovely. And init ref flaps 30, right? We did set flaps 30, that's okay. And that's 150. And here's 153, so it already added 5. Okay, cool. Auto brakes. Wait. What if I import and recalculate 154? No, that makes more sense. So we'll use that for now, but let's go over to our distance, 100 nautical miles away. We won't have a break this stream, mostly because we're so close. Top of descent is right after Den. Dragon's Den? Let's play around with these. Oh, you can have everything here as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I do like the Boeing. I do like the Boeing a little bit more. More flyable for me, at least. Used to flying it, essentially. Very nice indeed. Contrails, very well done in this sim. Very realistic looking. It's a little bit over speed over here. Is that going down slowly? Yeah, it is. That's fine. I think we can set auto brake to 2 as well. Set that from now. Now, anything else that we need to prepare? Nothing. We just need to keep a lookout on SimAware in case an ATC goes online. But it does look pretty weird. Our flight plan looks pretty weird. I'll show you now on the tablet. So going to the EFB, right? Look, zoom out. We have to go right and then back in and then straight down, and then that seems to me like a little bit of a like. Why can't we just go from here directly to here, right? Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe this is more efficient, but I'm just saying. Let's unlock it so we can move it around. Very nice. So Greece over here. Cyprus is further down. And we have Gaza over here. Nice map. Medina, Jeddah. That's where we landed last stream and we had the issue with X-Plane where it lagged. I wasn't able to find what the issue was, but now we're streaming on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and a big reason for that is the fact that there will be a Pmdg 777 coming out in the upcoming weeks, which is rather interesting. Of course, we'll try and set up a sector to fly. Thing with a 777 and any heavy aircraft, you kind of want to have a long sector to fly. I don't want to do the short sector, 1 hour sectors. So that makes the stream go longer, and obviously flying and cruising for a long time is not very entertaining. So we may still go ahead with it. I'm not too sure. We'll see. We'll see. But it is. We will try and get a stream going with the 777 once it comes out, of course. And it is pretty close to coming out. Now, in the Pmdg's Q&H, they did mention that the 737 MAX is also close to release, to the point where they didn't know which one will come out first, the 737 MAX or the 777W. So we have two major releases probably coming out pretty soon. And they did say that the W, which is the 300 LR for the 777, will come out first. And in between the rest of the releases, like the 200 for the 777, the 737 MAX will also be released, which is a huge step, right? It will be the first properly made 737 MAX, and obviously it's the newest 737 or Boeing aircraft, other than the 787. And I'm sure that Pmdg is now looking, because what they did say, and it's understandable, in their stream, in their Q&A, they did say that with all the new sims coming out, they've been too bogged down on transferring aircrafts from one sim to another. So for example, they have a set of aircraft that they have developed for FSX and prepared 3D, right? And when the new sim comes out, they still want to bring these aircraft over to the next sim. So because they have such a huge pool of aircraft that they have to bring, it takes a long time, and it doesn't allow them to create any newer aircraft. But they did say that they're looking to expand the pool of aircraft they have into newer aircraft. Now, they said they were asked about making an Airbus A320, and they said never say never. So that's another interesting point, which showcases that they're willing to, upgrade. But I think Pmdg, I have it as the Boeing manufacturer, right? I think the Airbus market is pretty saturated for Microsoft Flight Simulator, with Phoenix going on and fly-by-wire freeware. The fly-by-wire team will be soon releasing, I think, the A380, which is another huge step in the sim world, because no A380 has been developed to this date, right? Same as the 737 MAX. So when I say properly developed, that's what I mean. When I say developed, I mean properly developed, that you can actually fly, study level type thing, right? Either way, we're happy. There's a lot of advancements coming in, a lot of releases, but from my outside perspective, without having any qualifications on the matter, I think Pmdg should go for a 787. It would be fantastic if they can maybe liaise with Microsoft, which already has the 787 as a default aircraft, try and get some texturing from that and move it over. But I think the 737 MAX does have touchscreens, which is what I like. I do like big screens, right? I don't get me wrong, I love these as well, but I do like big screens. Let's see what our path starts from. 780, so 7800, and that will be 7800 down here. Now we are expecting a very laggy landing, one that I cannot land, and this simulator doesn't have the reset feature like the tallest does. So if we lag during landing, apologies, but we might not get to actually land the aircraft today, which is, it's not the best, but it's what I could offer for now. So I don't know. But yeah, good stuff. Ramadan, we're in the final 10 days now. Increase your good deeds, be patient and be polite, and create habits to follow for the year to come. I think it's a very nice takeaway to take from such a blessed month. You're privileged to be living in such a blessed month, and try and take as much advantage of it as possible, inshallah. May Allah accept it from us. I mean. But yeah, 777 coming out, pretty happy. Thing is that every time we get a new aircraft on a stream, I have to do the liveries as well. So that takes quite a lot of time. I'm a one-man team, and I have to set up streams. We're constantly changing, multi-stream. We're doing Rumble stream, then we're doing YouTube stream. So it does take quite the prep get things up, because we're Caliphate Airways here. We don't fly with anything else. We may do some other Muslim airlines, but mainly Caliphate. We stand by it. We're a Muslim airline, virtual one. So yeah, we'll stick with Caliphate. So I have to make the livery for everyone. So when the 777 comes out and when the 737 Max comes out, I need to make the liveries again for those. I am using some Photoshop, so that's okay. It's not hard to do, but it does take time to make sure I get the dimensions right. Because the paint kits usually looks good on the paint kit, but when you load it, it looks too small. It looks like you have a little bit more space to increase it up. For this one here, this one's pretty much perfect. Anything bigger than these dots will look like they're wrapping around the aircraft. You see the curve here starts. So that's a pretty good size, but also then you see this, it's hitting the wing. So that's another change that I've made into the Zebo mod, which I'm not showing here. I think, no, actually the Magnite 787 that I have on X-Plane, I have put this under the English caliphate so that I stop it from hitting the wing. That gives us a little bit more space, make things a little bit bigger and nicer to see. Obviously, we have our registration here and the caliphate flag and our logo, the airline logo. Lovely. We're about to hit descent and we have set the altitude. We're ready for a descent. What I will do is fasten the seatbelts and 20 nautical miles out from a descent. Turkish traffic, this is Khilafa Papa to Charlie, 20 nautical miles from top of descent, descending altitude 4,800 feet. Okay. You can do it by mic or by text. I do it by mic obviously because we're streaming. I see traffic in Istanbul and some other airport, which I don't know. So seems like we have it all clear for our airport, which is Milas Bodrum International Airport, and it is very beautiful. The scenery on that airport is very beautiful. I like how it looks. I just like how it looks. It looks deserty type. It looks very nice, I have to say. Okay, let's set up our fixes. So, quick way to do it, you can go to the Lex page, and I haven't forgotten that this FMC doesn't work. I'm hoping it does. A fix, we can do that. And we can do, let's see, does it work? No. We want to do a 10-mile ring and a 4-mile ring as always. 4 mile and 3 times 32 is 96, and a 96-mile ring, which should pretty much coincide with our top of descent. There we go, pretty close. Very nice mountains, and the upgrades are coming, don't worry. We'll have both setup upgrades, that's the main upgrade that we're doing, but also procedure updates. So once all the fluff around, me creating new liveries and setting up the streaming software for, all the changes that we're going through, these take time. So obviously I don't have time to improve other factors, but it's a start. It's a good start, and we'll get set up pretty well, inshallah. And once that happens, we will have a better streaming experience once our audience increases, inshallah. And this is not something that is a big issue to me. I was going to fly whether I was streaming or not. I'm just streaming it because, I don't know, I just want to, I don't want to waste time. So it's very, very, very good privilege that I'm able to stream, alhamdulillah. And Rumble Studio, I mean, I have to say, right, I learned that I could stream on both platforms literally this morning. Literally this morning. and I was able to set it up. I mean, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird, I have to say. But literally this morning I set it up, and it's done. You know, they've made it so easy, and the design of the Rumble Studio is fantastic. If I was to compare it with YouTube Studio, I obviously support Rumble Studio a lot more because it just looks cleaner. It has a lot more icons, but when you hover over, you can see the labels. Honestly, props to the team. Props to the Rumble dev team. Absolute props to these guys. They're probably working so hard right now with all the competition they have. So may Allah guide them and guide us, and may Allah make it easy for them. And yeah, fantastic stuff. Very fantastic stuff. Yeah, we've already said that we're descending to altitude for 8,000. I am really not sure. 3.9 degrees. Is that the slope? Is that the difference between the whiskey and the X-ray? Oh, something happened. No. Where do I see the slope? I mean, these are the only degrees I can see, so maybe that's the slope. But I do remember yesterday the descent rate throughout the approach was pretty high. So when I did the sector, not this particular sector yesterday, I did another one, but same destination. It was pretty steep descent rate. Like I was at what 1,500 feet descent rate to stay on path, and I had gear down, which is obviously something you don't want to do. I don't think that you're supposed to descend more than 1,000 feet with the gear down. We damage them or whatever, but yeah, we'll have to see how the descent and the approach goes in this sector. We're descending now anyway, so very nice and short flight, you know. Very nice and short. We don't have to do huge flights, and certainly in the future or even today, who knows, think, we may do two sectors. See how the landing goes. Go from there. In the European countries, I think it's bank holiday tomorrow, due to some pagan celebration. Not sure. One guy on V-Pilot wrote ILS established from 03 right. Now, he didn't say what traffic he's on, but I assume that he's talking about Athens, because Athens has 03 right. No, probably not. What's his name? Is 6805. I will not say what airline he is. Let's see. Oh, that's completely out. No, he's he's in another airport, Turkish airport, Kayseri Erkilet. He's on final, which is nice to see. There is SimAware is updating quite often. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I can literally see him fly into the runway right now. That's pretty cool. Now let's go back to me. Camera on me, please. Okay. Very nice. We're descending here. Yeah, very nice. SimAware is a very clean-looking website, I have to say. When I first started Sim, I didn't use VATSIM. I used iVal, and you have the iVal WebEye. Let me check it now. They've cleaned up the UI on that. That's for sure. They have cleaned up the UI. And they have this nice coloration on the route when you click on one, and they also have screenshots. Yeah, it's pretty good actually, I have to say. The only reason why I would prefer SimAware is because it's in dark mode. if there's a dark mode here, you guys cannot see what I'm doing, but oh yeah, there is a dark mode. Let's check. Continue. Let's check the map now. Oh, the map doesn't turn into dark mode, does it? Okay, that's fine. Oh well. Anyways, enough yapping. Okay, we don't have any controls or any ATC on our destination airport. Yesterday there is a lot, and obviously most ATCs are in England. It's always packed over there. England is always packed, busy. Flight sim community seems to be based around England, which is acceptable. There is usually also ATC in Dubai, but yeah, mostly Europe and some parts in America. Currently, I think Americans are sleeping due to the time difference. But yeah, we won't be flying into any proper European countries anytime soon. We'll try and keep it. Although we will obviously do international flights. For now, as we're setting up, we're trying to do some nice little Muslim country flights to showcase the beauty of them as much as possible. Not a lot of people fly in these countries, but they are actually very good-looking airports, very good-looking countries, because they spend a lot of money on the aviation part of things, which is fantastic and respectable to say the least. All right. Now, one right turn and then lining up for final. Nice mountains. Haven't seen these in a while. Very nice mountains. Fantastic. Now imagine if we were to have an upgrade on the hardware, how much better this would look. Fantastic. And these are pictures, obviously, from satellite. So this is how the real mountain is, I don't know, colored, you can say, textured. Which is why we can say it looks very good. The picture is a capture of Allah's creation, so we can appreciate it. And obviously, it has taken shape in the sim in this case, but the sim is not as good. But the picture is very nice, which is what we're commenting on, right? We're not commenting on the morphing of the scenery here, but we do like the mountains. Very sunny day. Very sunny day. What's the temperature outside? Is it 1 degree? Is that what 1 degree Celsius? Is that what it is, or is it not? Yeah, as we're descending, it will get higher, right? And the ground, get it again. Same. Ground temperature is 29 degrees. That's pretty hot. That is pretty hot. Is it? Did I look at the right one? No, I didn't. 26. 26 degrees. For those of you who may not realize, 26 and 29 are pretty different in terms of how hot it feels. If you've lived in a hot country, you'll understand that these 3 degrees are something to enjoy. Very nice. Still is showing. I'm not sure what we did. I may have to go back and check what we did. Not 100% sure. It had to do something with sim brief import, because that's when it happened, right? At least I think so. Yeah, thankfully the right one works, so very nice. Okay, below 160 and above 150. That's acceptable. That's pretty good. This is an idle descent, which is also very good. Reducing speed, we're at the descent point probably. And we're meeting the requirements and the constraints here. Turn on the airports and see. We're on descent path. The airport must be somewhere over there. When I did the approach yesterday, it was night, so I couldn't see the terrain around it, but it must be somewhere over there. We will be doing a right turn now, and we'll go like that, probably go over there, and then another right turn to line up somewhere over there. Yeah, we're pretty far, and obviously mountains in between. That's okay. Which is why the terrain radar is important here, especially at night. I'm not sure how they change between the terrain and the weather radar, because they're equally important, but you can only have one shown at a time. So how do they choose between the two? Is a very good question, but I don't know the answer to yet. 234, 235. I appreciate the sound, may not sound as good. I am hoping that after Rumble does its processing, it will fix up a little bit. But I appreciate that obviously the sound sounds a little bit muted. And it may be the virtual sound I'm using on my desktop so that you can hear the OBS sounds. We'll see though. What we're praying for mostly, inshallah, is a smooth landing and obviously a smooth approach. May need drag. There we go. It needs drag. Let's get the speed brake onto the flight detent. No descent path after. So, what that tells me is no descent path after Umrah. Really? Drag required. Steep descent after. See, I told you there's some steep descent somewhere. There's always steep descents. That's why we'll hand flight. Plus 8 degrees Celsius, we're getting hotter. And quite the turbulence. Mornings can always be turbulent. Okay. Let's recenter and let's quickly go. We can click Navigraph here to see the Navigraph map. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I have to say it is much better. The map is much better here than it is on the Phoenix. Basically, you barely use the map on the Phoenix. Actually, I'll take that back because I think on the Phoenix you can see the taxiways if you zoom in enough. I'm not too sure though. Probably you can do this on this tablet as well if the taxiways are geographically referenced. I think there's some sort of config that needs to be done with the taxiways for them to work. When you zoom in far enough into the map, that's fine. Okay, you can get the. You can leave the speed brake armed, but it doesn't need it any longer. Right, we're about to pass 10,000 feet, so I'm getting ready to turn the lights. But we're pretty high. I did say steep descent, which is what I experienced yesterday. I'm not too sure though how steep it will be. I think if I press this twice, I'll get a descent path as well, which is nice. Okay, off of standard, let's make sure the QNH is correct. 1021. Okay, passing 10.6, lights on, and is to continuous for landing. It should be somewhere over there then, right? Judging by this, maybe somewhere over there, up to my nose. Okay, needs drag again. Very slippy aircraft. Very much turbulent weather today. And yesterday, all this is when you do this at night, this whole thing is pitch black, and I'm not even joking. All of it is pitch black. There's no light, of course, because obviously it may be some lights over here, but when you go into the mountainside, there's no lights, so you have no reference point. I don't know how close I was to the ground. Essentially, we're at 9,000 feet, and this seems pretty close. You know, we're getting some indications here. We'll probably go around it. We'll go up to here and then go over it, and then the airport is somewhere there. Let's see. Let me decrease the speed brake a bit. My goal is for it to stay on idle. So that we burn less. Just setting up the speed brake so that it's ready. Okay. Plus 15 degrees Celsius. Very turbulent weather. It may be expected because of the mountains here. The frame rate is getting low. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, make more speed brake now. Get the speed down. We do have a headwind. I'm not sure if the landing will be as turbulent. But yeah. Ooh. FMC speed what? Yeah. That's okay. That's good. Drag required, yeah, I've already. Oh, sim is frozen. Oh no. Did it start loading the scenery? Oh no. Completely frozen sim. This is not looking good. This is unfortunate, isn't it? It is rather unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to check the task manager. You guys should still be able to hear me, it's just that the sim is frozen. Task manager is not even... The application is just not responding, but task manager is... My CPU is at 50% currently, and memory is 40%. Maybe my GPU is out of its mind. Let me check quickly. GPU is pretty low as well. It's just not responding. It's okay, I seem paused on the SimAware website. Although, it kind of seems like I'm moving on the SimAware website. It's not responding, is it? Yeah, I don't see any reason why. Maybe one of my CPU threads is maxed out. I don't see it. Yeah. It is completely frozen, the sim. Not responding at all. and I don't know why. That's crazy. I think that's a very good reminder that I should probably never use anything other than default scenery again. This is crazy. Well, since the sim is frozen, and whilst we're waiting for it to hopefully unfreeze... Oh. I did get disconnected from vPilot, I think. Yeah, disconnected. That's okay. I'll leave it as it is. If that helps, I'll see if it helps. I'll close vPilot. This is horrible stuff. Sim just freezes. Yeah, it's not responding. Don't know what to do. Try and click it a lot of times until the message pops up and maybe shut it down. Not sure. I definitely didn't expect us to completely freeze. I was happy with us lagging a little bit. But definitely not completely freezing. Yeah, it's not responding at all. And important to note, yeah, my CPU is not even working that hard. Temperature is good. Everything's fine. Not sure. Not sure what I should do. Well, first of all, I'll get the volume down for me as well, because there's no need for us to be hearing the sim. Actually, that was FS Realistic, most of it. Okay, I got it down. All right. I think we should wait for it for another couple of minutes. What a sad outcome, subhanallah. It's okay, happens. Happens to the best of us. Wait a little bit longer, and then we'll just bin it. It's pretty sad, I have to say. Made me pretty sad. Try and close the overlay software I have. See if that helps. Maybe it's blocking something. Let's go on Task Manager, see the processes that are running. Something is blocking it. There's a Phoenix bootstrapper. That's great. I'm looking at the processes now, and I don't see anything that should raise any alarms. Yeah, nothing. Still frozen. You guys can still see it. I can change the scene. Now you'll hear the you just hear me. And just see the screen, then come back to it. Oh, the overlay now works. What? Yeah, sim is frozen, and if I go back to the overlay, go back to, sorry, the stream view, it's black because OBS doesn't detect it because it's not responding. Yeah, how sad. How sad, isn't it? You also paused at like the worst point because I'm looking down at the cockpit now. I don't know what to do. All right. Well, I guess that'll be it. That'll be the stream for today. What can I say? So what a horrible outcome, honestly. How sad. Okay. I'll try and kill the task from Task Manager, see if that works. And task. Okay. And it does work. All good. Okay. Now you guys should just see the slideshow. Well, apologies for this, but the sim, as you know, did freeze, and there's no way it didn't recover after what 5-10 minutes we've been on here. Bat sim disconnected, sim froze. Not sure what it is. Maybe the scenery at this point. I mean, I can only blame the scenery for now. I can remove it and try and see if it will fix things. I'm not very uh, optimistic of that. I will do a test sector probably and try and see why it failed. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty disappointed, honestly. But subhanallah, I have patience, and that's okay. Okay, cool. Well, that's the 2 hours of fun we get for today. Make sure you guys are keeping on top of your obligations. I hope you enjoyed as far as we got onto that stream, and may Allah grant us goodness, and may Allah help us please Him. اللهم آمين. ونقول قول هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.